Obi Kubana na-eme because now he is an authority in the business. He is an authority. Do you understand? Only go business all part of him. Omarigi your game, no maybe hand or may meet up. And all time, call by into it. Mana, over the time, on I know that. As if you take care over business empire Obi Kubana, you will run it down because you cannot keep awake at night in a business. Ima, if you see a crack your brain, he will make business when want a profit. He have run mad business. People talking about get a business. So you see that now, it is not about came we go. It is about what follows. So if you are practically, no only will be a portion of life that is cut out for everybody. Now, why Obi Kubana can stay awake all night, and he does, is also doing well. What is keeping awake in the studio, but keeping awake in the office, calculating vouchers, now why easy? But keeping awake in the studio, everybody has a track. When you follow that your track, you miss the road. You miss it. I write poems. I write books. My twin brother can write music. He cannot write poem. He cannot write book, but he can write music. Sometimes on our job say, how do you do this thing? How do you do your own? Do you see? So people go the same blood, but we don't have the same talent. Okay, we really say in a more fuma. Oh yeah, we maybe the whole world will come together at your feet. It is that thing that will give you money and give you a place in the society. Stop looking for power. Start looking for authority. And the only way you can be an authority is if you are able to create a solution to a problem. Are you getting the point? If you are able to create a solution to a problem, you become an authority. Odogu bitters. Do you think Kubana was able to market Odogu bitters in less than 1 week because he is rich? He is an authority already in entertainment business. He's an authority already. Omago solution. Otoliji Odogu bitters were created in the society. We ought to solve with that thing. And we many bitters. Manaketa Odogu bitters. And we hear bitters naturally. Man all nke honey. Mix here with honey. Although the bitter, man all bitters. Tia ginger. Unangwe. Okay, now Obi Kubana marketer. That is what sells you is creating solution. Let me give you an example. Another example of creating solution that gives you money. And you know, on your say, bido now concrete. For me, we concrete to bido shop. Buy on your say joint. This, Nkolo on your say. This Indomie fast food. You mo go, people. Now be able Ibute TV debe na agbanye ball ndị mmadụ na-abịa onye make ire onwe ya ego is school cash ruo na ọkpatara ego ọ chọrọ jewara onwe ya. He was creating a solution. Ndị niile na-agba ọkada apụtara n'ebe a ha branch out for the day. one manya, lie something, whenever. He was creating a solution. And look at that Chioma Bido in a ball. In a Chioma Kita 200,000 way because ball in and no, Nankin and a viewing center abroad the same thing. We kin and a ball no way blue. Man, in a viewing center, and I want Jack remind you, Kanka. He's created a solution. Somebody can rise tomorrow and those viewing center or they can cinema. Tinya AC. If now this rich guys not an animo, ha pussy jenene ball na hotels, ha bar. You become an authority. You need your kite to do it. You just need your brain. You don't need all kite to be an authority. You just need creativity and hard work. People need a goal to do things are doomed to fail. Because now, the truth about money is that it's one of the most common medium of transaction of goods and services. But it is not in itself the value that we seek. Money is nothing. Money is paper. The value of money is what money can buy. That is the value of money. So, if you want to attract money, you must have to have in yourself a value. And if you want to spend money, you also have to spend it on a value. I give you an example. You can hire your uncle. Nya biko nya 5,000 ki we mo ki we na something bara guru not nyanwa ojo so ni enwere ego gina bi odi same uncle and okwa na moto oputa ebe elochukwu na eti egwu ono ebe a fe elochukwu 50,000 you are na away elochukwu nwe value ocho you don't have it. So where value is, that's where people spend money. So if you want to attract money, you have to have some value. Always think about it. That is how rich people think. They want to create a value to get your money. The richest people are those who created solutions to human problems. Think of Elon Musk, think of Bill Gates, think of Steve Jobs. Creating solution might take time, but in the end, it brings integrity and money follows. Those who make genuine money do not throw it around. Thieves and swindlers do. Ritual is a scam. The devil scams you, and you lose everything in the end. The world operates on a principle of justice. When you remove something, you create a vacuum. Until that vacuum is filled, there will be no peace for the wicked. Ritual presents itself as lucrative, but it ends in shame and sadness. Do not live your life to show off. This has led many youths astray. Money is good though, but the Bible says love your neighbor. You get why? It is important that we consider the following examples of our forebears. Okite and the likes was not what fought Biafran war. Agwaunu no Ojukwu gworo ogwu where fight Biafran war. When your father tells you stories about Biafran war, did they tell you about Igbodeshi? They tell you how they practiced, how not even Nigerian, how our brothers, young students, now University of Nigeria and Soka, manufactured all the local weapons. Young engineers, they manufactured all those things, went for training and fought the war. Manakita, Young people si na ha na-achọ Biafra ọgwụ. Ha na-agba odeshi. Ha gwọcha odeshi sechaa Igbo nwụchaa kaikai. Febule ewepụta na-agba face to face with ndị army. Is that how we are going to fight a war if war should break out? Who does that? Bomb ama ihe bụ odeshi. The people who put Nimo on the world map, like people like Professor Uche Okeke, a world-renowned artist and sculptor, Justice GCM Onyuke, the first Nigerian to become a judge in Tanzania, Chief J.O. Mabunie, who took over from the white man Afro-Media, Dr. Johnny Onyuke, who built one of the best hospitals around, Owuroki Tekapame. They worked diligently to liberate their generation, and they succeeded in making Nimo enviable. Nimo defeated their enemies in the olden days because a particular village in Nimo dedicated themselves to blacksmithing, and they are called Ndi Rozo. Ndi Rozo na-akpụ mma, na-akpụ ife ndị Nimo ji akọ ihe, ma ife eji wee je ọgụ. Ọ bụrụ ọkaite. It was hard work and ingenuity. Those who entered the secret cult in the 80s and 70s eventually paid with their entire generation. And those who engaged in dangerous charms and committing all kinds of evil also paid with their lives. Power is only a capacity, and so it expires. Everyone should aspire to be an authority, because authority commands power, it commands freedom, and it commands safety. Then my recommendations will be in forms of stories. I'll just tell you 3 stories and I'll be done. Number 1. Ihe ọbụla ị na-eme, ọbụna Mr. Kenneth Ezimo Nsobundu Osi always aim to acquire edukuche, not just education. Edukuche. Number 1, never give up. The real life story of Colonel Harlan Sanders, who was born on September 9, 1890 and died on 16 December 1980. He was disappointed umpteen times in his life and still made his dream come true in his life. He is a 7th grade dropout who tried many ventures in life but tasted bitter every time. He started selling chicken at the age of 40, but his dream of a restaurant was turned down many times due to conflict and wars. Later, he attempted to franchise his restaurant. His recipe got rejected 109 times, or rather 1,009 times, before the final approval. And soon, the secret recipe, Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, became a huge hit worldwide. This is the story of the man who founded KFC. KFC was expanded globally and the company was sold for $2 million. And his face is still celebrated in the logos till today. He made his millions in his 60s. Second story. Success is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. So work hard as you pray. There were 2 brothers. They contributed money and bought a piece of land. Emeka wakes up in the morning and prays, and then goes to the field to work all day on the farm and prays at the end of the day. Chibuzo would always go to the church and pray, leaving Emeka alone to work. After harvest, argument broke out between them who will take the lion's share. Emeka argued that he worked more, while Chibuzo claimed it was his prayers that gave strength to the produce. Emeka too took the matter to the Igwe, and both of them were summoned. After much questions, Igwe gave each of them a penta of beans mixed with pebbles and told them to come back the next day, that the amount of pebbles you pick will determine who will get a lion's share. Emeka went home and kept awake all night picking the pebbles, while Chibuzo left for all-night prayers, asking God to separate the pebbles through miracle. In the morning, they appeared before the Igwe. While Emeka came with beans all separated from the pebbles, Chibuzo had beans still mixed with pebbles and could only pick a handful. The king shared the proceeds according to the pebbles picked. And when Chibuzo complained, he reminded him that it is good to pray, but one has to work hard to get results. Some people are mixing priorities. Every time in a from one ministry to another, you will become poor and you will die poor. Work hard. Pray when you should, but work hard to get a result. The same thing moving from one native doctor to another is a waste of time. Our mates are in the labs, in the markets, working hard, struggling. You will die a wretched man. Difficulties make you creative. Difficulties make you creative. Once upon a time, a certain monk was passing through a village with his disciples. Both of them were feeling very hungry. They both reached the house of a person nearby and knocked on the door. A man wearing torn clothes came out from inside. The monk said to him, "We are very hungry. Can we have something to eat?" The man fed them both. After eating the food, the saint said to the person, "It seems that your land is very fertile, but seeing the crops, it seems that you do not pay much attention to the field. Then how do you survive?" Are you following the story? Okay. The man replied, "We have a buffalo which gives a lot of milk. I make a huge living out of it." It was night, so the monk, with the permission of this person that hosted them, stayed at his house along with his disciple. At midnight, the monk picked up his disciple and said, "Let us get out of here now, and we will also take this buffalo with us." The disciple did not like the words of the monk and asked the monk, "But what would he do?" Both took the buffalo and left silently. The thing kept ringing in the mind of the disciple of this monk. After so many years, one day, the disciple made up his mind to go and meet this man. When the disciple reached near the man's field, he saw that the vacant field had now turned into a fruit orchard. He could not believe his eyes. The disciple went to the man and said, "Years ago, I met you with my master." The man-made disciple respectfully started telling, "My buffalo was lost that day. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then by cutting wood from the forest, I started selling them in the market. When I got some money from them, I brought seeds and planted them in the fields. The harvest was so good that year. I used the money I got from it to plant the fruit orchard. Now, my work is going very well at present. I am the biggest fruit trader in this area. Sometimes I think that if I had not lost my buffalo that night, all this would not have happened." The disciple asked him, "Could you have done this work earlier also?" In response to this, the person said, "At that time, my life was going on without any hard work. My buffalo used to give me so much milk, so I could survive. And before that, I never felt that I need to do much." Lesson. Laziness is just like that buffalo in your life, which is preventing you from working hard. When you remove that buffalo from your life today, it will be very difficult for you to do, but not impossible. You'll be able to make yourself independent after some time. There will be self-satisfaction in your life, and you will get success in every sphere of life and be happy. Work hard, you will succeed. My last words, my conclusion. If you pour water into a pot from a gallon, or you use a cup to transfer the water from a gallon to the pot, which one will get filled first? Yeah, you will gallon now buying milk from pot. You will cup. Kenke buzoju from gallon. Okay, but I beg to disagree with you. The gallon yana agafu. The pot will never get filled. Iji nwa ewelu cup na agbanye, mmiri a ga-eju ọfụma, the pot ga-eju ọfụma. The water will empty in your gallon and you never fill the pot. Go to a body. All these people na-afụ na-ebugharị motor up and down. They will live your life and die off straightly. In Olugwa, and more. So many people have died. So many young people have died. But there are some who are wise, who will live to tell their stories. Do not die. Struggle to live. Work hard. Be patient. Do not be shoved into this wicked generation. Be the person that you want to see in the world. Remember, every man, every woman is a generation. When you are gone, the world will never see anybody like you again. The world is waiting for you to give your best. Do not kill yourself by yourself. And remember, do not destroy your generation by yourself. So thank you so much for listening.